Hello viewers, this is Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I will speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you get to watch this audio that means you get to watch this. That means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, before I begin, if you're wondering what that, it's been waiting when where I live at, it's waiting right now. So basically, if you're wondering what that noise in the background, it's just waiting where I live at. So anyway, with everything else out the way, let's get to today's episode of Donbrothers. So basically, this episode starts off like this. So basically, we see the Blue Ranger just hanging around watching some kids play soccer near like a small pond somewhere. So basically, the kids accidentally kicked the soccer ball over the pond, and it seems like the ball is about to be lost in the pond. But Shinji, the Blue Ranger, uses his ranger powers to to transform into use his ranger power and the doorway and the virtual doorways to help save the kid's soccer ball from being lost in the pond. So basically, the kids was happy that the ranger saved the soccer ball, but two men who were watching from their car said that, oh, that gotta be Shinmaro, because that person and that ranger gotta be Shinmaro. So basically, the two guys end up putting a cloth to Shinji's, mouth and basically passed him out and took him to a warehouse where he woke up. He was like, and he was one of like four guys. So basically, this old guy who's wearing this old big fat guy who's wearing additional Japanese gi was who the hell is this? This is not Shinmaro. So this is not Shinmaro. So basically, Shinji was confused. Who the hell is Shinmaro? So basically, the two who kidnapped Shinji say that, oh, there's gotta be. We saw him transform into the Blue Ranger. So basically, he got to know who Shinmaro is. So basically, like out of nowhere, this van came crashing into the warehouse, and this guy inside the van told Shinji that don't worry, I came to save you. And plus those ropes, your ropes are not ropes, they're noodles. So basically, you could easily break free from them. So basically, tell these guys who kidnapped them, tie them up with noodles, and basically Shinji easily broke free from them and got in the van with this guy who is named Shinmaro. So basically, he's like, oh, sorry I got you into this trouble. So basically, like Shinji say, why do they think that you are the Blue Ranger? Cause I used to be the Blue Ranger. So basically, Shinji. So basically, after Shinji got saved by Shinmaro, he told the others about his situation at Black Kaido's, back at Black Kaido's cafe. So basically, Black Kaido said once the Donbrothers powers, once the Naho once the Naho or once the evil forces once the Naho starts to start to appear around the city, the Donbrothers power is activated, and they probably went through a lot of persons who are not worthy of being rangers. So basically, by kind of say, once the bad guys starts to cause trouble around the city, the power is activated, and they randomly before any of you guys became rangers, the pilots probably have been passed through different people who are not worthy to being not worthy of the Dawn Rangers' powers for some obvious reason. So since Marvel is one of those people that was chosen by the Donbrothers powers, but he was unworthy to keep those powers. So basically, that kind of explains the whole situation with tomorrow. All the Rangers except for Jaro was not there to hear this. Jaro and the Black Ranger were not here to hear this, to hear this conversation. So anyway, after hearing the situation, meanwhile, we see one of the Beastlies, the Beastly who's in control of that detective who's hunting the Black Ranger, starts to attack a person, and they tell her that person with a foot soldier as disguised as a human. Meanwhile, that most of the foot soldiers are disguised as humans. So basically, the Beastly start to attack this foot soldier who is disguised as a human. And out of nowhere, we see Marvel-san showed up, and basically that voice in his head told him that you have a purpose you are a ranger. You have a purpose to protect our kind from evil. So basically, she's like Mama Summer is not. Whoever is talking to Don Mamasama and controlling him is not a Beastly. So basically, she's like Don Mamasama was about to attack the Beastly because it was. Sorry, I was tongue tied. So basically, Don Summer. Now we know that Don Summer is not controlled by the Beastly because Don Summer was about to attack the Beastly. So basically, whoever is that female voice controlling Don Summer is creating she's creating not a Beastly or probably some other type of being. So there's probably some other type of being controlling Don Summer. So anyway, out of nowhere, we see Job still in his bad personality. He showed up and started to fight Don Summer, and he transformed into his Tiger Ranger form, and then he started to fight Don Summer. So basically, the voice at Don Summer's head told him that you deserve to transform into a Ranger. So basically, he used his sword to transform into Opera Killer from Opera Ranger, and that's when Jar used his Tiger Domo to transform into Kiva Ranger from Die Ranger. So basically, that powers class, and basically, and Don Marvel took the opportunity to retreat, to get away from Jaro, who's clearly off his fucking nuts, as as for the beastly that was attacking the Naho foot soldier, the beastly ended up absorbing that foot soldier and just walked away. So anyway. So anyway, basically, Shinji went to go see Maru, and basically, and ask what's your beef with those people that kidnapped me? So basically, he explained that, I'll explain if you help me out, you make good with them. So basically, turns out the people who kidnapped them, basically own this ramen shop. So basically, Shinmaru is a ramen chef. So basically, the fat old guy and his people who kidnapped Shinji are just apparently a ramen that owns a ramen shop and that makes ramen. So basically, it explains that so basically, the guy, turns out that Shinmaru used to work to the guy at his ramen shop until once Shinmaru became the Blue Ranger, he started to show off and didn't take his job seriously. So basically, and that's why he fired him, because once he became the Ranger, he was just showing off and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, turns out that Shinmaru took an autograph for a famous Japanese movie star from him, and he wants it back. So basically, Shinmaru said, "All right, then I'll give you the autograph back if you get me the jar of that secret ramen sauce." So basically, Shinmaru makes sure that helped out, with the change. So basically, the ramen guy got his autograph poster back, and Shinmaru got the secret ramen sauce that he plans to use in his ramen, in his ramen stand and whatnot, at his ramen stand and whatnot. So anyway, it turns out that Shinji turned out that Shinji didn't hold up his end of the deal. So basically, the ramen guy saw that the autograph was fake. Turns out that autograph was fake. After checking it after they did the exchange, turns out that the autograph was fake. So anyway, as for Shinmaru, turns out that the sauce that the ramen guy gave him was also fake as well. So basically, they started to get into you cheated me situation. So basically, Shinmaru said that I sold the real autograph because I was hard up to money and whatnot. So anyway, lucky that Shinji helped dissolve the situation before anything else came to any both between these guys. So basically, Shinji used his head to help stop them from fighting each other, and basically and basically resolve the situation. But that's when Shinmaru was was asking Shinji maybe that if I was maybe as I used when I had the boomerang the power, I should have done my job and fight the monsters. So basically, maybe you could train me to be a fighter and whatnot. And Shinji declined. So basically, that you have your own path to. It's very clear that you have a different path. Being wise and whatnot. It's clear that you have a different path. You have a different path to go on. So basically, once Shinji said that, all of a sudden Shinmaru transformed into a Naho monster, and basically and basically started to fight Shinji. So anyway, meanwhile, the Yellow Ranger got kidnapped by Sandra because for one reason, turns out that Sandra loved the Yellow Ranger's manga series that she called loved her manga series so much he kidnapped the Yellow Ranger, not knowing that she is the Yellow Ranger, and basically and force her to continue doing, making her manga series. But basically when Shinji got attacked by the Naho monster, by the Nahamata, her and the other Rangers showed up and helped Shinji out, and basically, and was able to destroy the Nahamata that was controlling Shinji, and basically saved the day. So anyway, so it turns out that Shinji opened up his little ramen stand, and basically Shinji went to go try some ramen at Shinmaru's ramen stand, and Shinmaru was happy that that Shinji was right, that I had a different path to go through. That's being a ramen chef, and basically the episode ended with Shinji hanging out at Shinmaru's ramen stand, and basically this how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. We finally know that the beastie can be. We finally know that Donbrothers is not being controlled by the Beastlies. Whoever's that female voice is controlling Donbrothers. She clearly isn't a Beastly, because if she was a Beastly, she wouldn't have Donbrothers attack a fellow Beastly. So basically we got more information about Donbrothers. That it's clear now that whoever the female voice that helped him break free and controlling him is not a Beastly. So anyway, this was a good episode. Anyway, what do you guys think? Good, bad, or just okay? Anyway, sign off. 1.